Do. There we go. Why did it do that? Why did my mic do that? I don't get it. I don't understand. I'll never understand why this shit does what it does. Alright, well, anyways, welcome in, everybody. My name is Fate. Today, we'll be playing some Pokemon Shining Pearl. The last stream I did was of me playing Pokemon Legends ZA for the first time. And so, honestly, the reason why today I'm not doing the same thing is because I have a plan for my Legends ZA stuff. And honestly, the plan does not include streaming it regularly until I beat it. I'm going to do a stream of it, edit it down into a video, and then once that video is finished editing and uploaded to the channel, then I'll be down to do another stream of it. Until then, though, we're not seeing another Legends EA stream for the time being. So, that all being said, we're playing Pokemon Shining Pearl today, which honestly, BDSP, largely considered some of the worst Pokemon games of all time. So, yeah, there's that. But, yeah. I'll be honest, if you've paid any attention to my YouTube channel, Fate Knox Entertainment, over the time being, over the course of my time doing content creation, you'll know that I've already done a start to finish Let's Play of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. So now, what's next is to do a Shining Pearl thing. But since I haven't gotten any save data, I figured I'd do streams of it. But since I've already played the games in the past, it means I've already gone through all the dialogue of the story in the post game. So I'm literally just going to start spamming through all the dialogue and just try to speedrun the game. Or if not speedrun it, then just try my best to re-enjoy the game. Sorry about that. Alright. Sorry, I just really needed to clear up my nostrils there. But, yeah, if I remember correctly, I think I do have some teams written down on my phone. To potentially use for, like, this run. Let me see here. I do, in fact, have a team, and it is a copy-paste version of the team I use for my Brilliant Diamond team. So here's the play I want to make. I want to try using a team that I didn't use for... I want to try at least having majority of my team members not be Pokemon that I used for my original Sinnoh playthrough for Brilliant Diamond. Hold on. Capture card's bugging. Now it's not working. Great. I love it when things go wrong. Right when I'm ready to use them. Great. This means I gotta unplug shit, plug it back in. Fuck around and find out. All that jazz. This is some dumb shit. Come on. Come on, buddy. This is some Mickey Mouse ass shit, man. How does it do this? And I don't understand why this goofy ass capture card can't just, like, chill, bro. Like, why can't it just work the way it's intended and be chilling? It's always got to have something go wrong. It's refusing to work, and I hate it. Alright, so if I just do this. It can't even be that I've been overusing it, because I haven't used it in days. I've only had it in for like 10 minutes. So it can't be that I'm overusing it. Come on. Man, I hate my capture card, bro. The fact that I've been live for 7.5 minutes and I've spent half of this time fucking with my capture card is insane. All because it refuses to work. I love technology. Come on. Bro, this is actually ridiculous. It's actually starting to piss me off. Like, why is it not working? Like, genuinely. There is nothing that changed between the time I set it up and now. There is legitimately no change. But now it's stopped working. Like, bro. Come on. There we go. Good boy. Alright, so now that we got this back to working, I need to just keep my feet away from the damn thing and then be chilling. Cool. Alright. I'm going to choose the English language. Now, after 10 minutes of yapping and getting my capture card to work, I finally can play the game. Again, as I said, because I've already experienced this game, I'm just gonna speed through the dialogue. What's up, Joe? Welcome in. Let's see here. I'm just gonna choose that one. Call myself Fate. For obvious reasons. Yes. Appreciate you. This boy here, please. Yeah. What should I name this man? What should my rival's name be? Let's name my rival. I was gonna name him after my boy Terrell. You know, my boy It's Rel on Twitch. But there's something about this character that just doesn't match the name Terrell. I can't put my my finger on it. So because of that, I'm gonna call him Octavius. Not my boy Octavius. No, he's not gonna be Octavius. No, I'm gonna give him some goofy name. Nah, you know what? I got a better idea. Any team member, any Pokemon I catch that's gonna be on the team, I'll just name it after the boys. Octavius is gonna be the name of a Pokemon. Yeah, do I know which one? Not yet. Especially since I don't think there's any spider-related Pokemon that I want to use on this team. But we'll see. Let me see here. So what do I want to name my guy? You know what? His real name, like in the show, and like his canonical name for this character is Barry. So why not just name him Grape? I can't name him Grape for what reason? Why can't I name him Grape? I wanted to name him Grape. You know what? What is something I do not like? What's a funny word I could put? Let's see here. You know what? I'll call him Devil. I'll call him the Devil. Yeah, he's gonna be Devil. Yeah. That's somehow my friend's name. But he's an op. Like, get this shit up out my face. Okay. Search for the red Gyarados. Talking about the situation that went down in Johto. Did it really just stop the song to replay it? Okay. Oh, do I have to go to bro's house? Ah, the devil's house. Jesus. Finding me 1,000,000 dogs. What? Forgot something. Where you going? Alright. Go check on Devil. Alright. Guess I gotta go check on the Devil. Guy's a stinky man. $10 million fee. Hey, bro, you better stop trying to charge me a bunch of money that you know damn well I don't got. Guy's tripping. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Come on, you little rat. Alright, let's go find this red Gyarados. Oh, snap. The Professor and Dawn. Okay. She really had to hit us with the... Like, bro. Alright. I'm gonna be honest, there's a good chunk of this game where it's literally just you doing something with your rival and him leading you into a situation where you could get yourself hurt. So, Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup. So here's the thing about these starters. When I played Brilliant Diamond, I used Chimchar, my GOAT. And I'm gonna be honest. In this game, it's probably best to choose Chimchar. One, because he's actually a pretty solid Pokemon overall. And two, because if you don't choose Chimchar, you only get access to one other fire type in the game, being the Ponyta line. At least for the entire main game, which is absolutely bonkers to me. But since I already chose Chimchar, here's the thing I want to do. I want to use a Riolu, and I want to use a Lucario for this team. So because of that, I don't want to use Chimchar because of the fighting type overlap. But here's the problem with that. That means I wouldn't be able to use Piplup either because of the steel overlap with Empoleon and Lucario. Which means I'd have to play with Turtwig. The only issue with Turtwig is that he becomes part ground type. However, there's another Pokemon that I want to use that also has the dragon typing. Well, not the dragon typing, the ground typing. That being Garchomp. So realistically speaking, I'd have to either give up on Lucario to choose one of these two, if I don't want to deal with type overlap, or I'd have to give up on Garchomp to go with this one. Which honestly, I do want to use Lucario this time, so I think I'm gonna go with Turtwig. I already got a name ready for Turtwig and everything, so I ain't tripping. Yeah, besides, not being able to use Garchomp is actually opening up more doors for me, since I used Garchomp for Brilliant Diamond. So, yeah. So I know for a fact I want to use Torterra and Lucario for the team. I have no idea what else I want to use, to be quite honest with you. So if I remember correctly, the team that I used for Brilliant Diamond was, I used Infernape as my starter, then I had Staravia, I had Magnezone, I had Weavile, I had Garchomp, and I had Roserade. So now, with me choosing Torterra over Chimchar, that means 1, can't use Chimchar. 2, I can't use Roserade unless I'll overlap the grass typing. And 3, I can't use Garchomp because that'll overlap the ground typing. But yeah, that just opens up the doors more for me. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Why is she tripping about us using the Pokemon in the briefcase when it's literally her fault the briefcase was there? And we would not have been in that position if they had just kept the briefcase with them, because we wouldn't have noticed it and went to it. That's on y'all. You'd be better go return that Pokemon? You better go return that Pokemon. Ah, here they are. Uh-huh. He took Chimchar. Oh shit, he's gonna have his fire type on him. Okay. Did he just say we get to keep them? are we... Oh, we went back home? Okay. Hey, running shoes. I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. Like, since I'm playing like BDSP, if I'm being real, all that BDSP ended up doing, because it was so faithful to Diamond and Pearl instead of like Platinum or like doing like a combination of anything, because it was so like what's it called? Because it was so faithful to the originals with Diamond and Pearl, all it ended up doing was like, one, it ended up being a shitty game because of like everything that went wrong with it. But then on top of that, it made everybody realize just how bad like Diamond and Pearl was, like as games. Like, what the problem with Gen 4 is that Pokemon Platinum was such a good game back in the day, and still is to this day, might I add. Pokemon Platinum is such a good game. Oh yeah. Time to give Turtwig a name. And it's a male. I'm gonna name it Jerry. After my boy Jerry. For Jerry and the guys that I be talking to with Jerry, they'll know why I named him Jerry. Yes. But yeah, back to what I was saying though. A lot of people look at Gen 4 with rose-tinted glasses because Pokemon Platinum was just such a good game that they ended up forgetting how mid of Pokemon games Diamond and Pearl were. They didn't realize how much work, like how much stuff they had to change for Diamond and Pearl to make Platinum a better game. They just remember their experience with Pokemon Platinum being good because that game is actually a good game. And then like people just be forgetting about Diamond and Pearl. And then if they do talk about Diamond and Pearl, they talk about them like they're actually good games when they're kind of just not. And they decided not to allow me to skip tutorials because why? Oh my god, I forgot about all that shit with the early games, bro. Like, pre-Switch era Pokemon games, they always had you go back to your mom after getting your starter. You go be like, hey mom, by the way, I'm about to go on a Pokemon journey, so be ready to not have your son for months, if not years. Have fun. Alright, Jerry, let's do this. What's your nature, by the way? I hope you're not ass. Kinda mid, actually. It's a naive nature, boosted speed, lowered special defense. It's not bad, but it's not too good either. Honestly, from what I've seen of this Pokemon, you'll probably want like either modest, or you wouldn't want a speed boosting nature. Speed won't hurt, like this nature won't hurt this Pokemon, but it won't really help it that much either. And I'm pretty sure that thing, I don't even think ability, like, I don't think that the nature mints exist in these games yet, or at all. I don't think they exist in these games. If they do exist, they're not until the post game, so I really cannot change this at all, which is really unfortunate. There we go. Woot woot. Hoot hoot hoot. Alright, Jerry, let's keep it pushing. Good. Over here. Is there anything over here? Not really. Whee. Good. Whee. This janky ass movement, bro. These games are easily the worst games in the Pokemon franchise. But like, bro, these games have had such bad bugs on launch that, like, I'm surprised that not many people still talk about them to this day. Like, people were shitting on Scarlet and Violet, rightfully so, when they saw all the bugs in that game. But even the bugs in Scarlet and Violet weren't as bad as the bugs this game had. What was my first Pokemon game? Pokemon Y. It was Pokemon Y. Yeah. It was... I think I actually know exactly what my, like, first 3 to 5 games were. I think it was Pokemon Y, then Pokemon Omega Ruby, then it was Black 2. I'm not gonna include, like, versions of games that I already had versions of. Oh yeah, I forgot you can change the text window. Type 6 ain't bad. Let's see here. I like Type 18. Type 24 is cool too. I did use Type 18 in my... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use that one. Battle effects on, battle style switch. Send to boxes, manual, give nicknames, give gyroscope. Autosave on, show nicknames, background music. Yeah, all this is fine. Yeah, confirm. Appreciate it. Alright. Something important. Oh yeah. I'm wearing a hat now. Dun, 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 dun. They give you a hat in this game. They give you some aura, apparently. Shit. Did they do that with the original Diamond and Pearl games? Where they just waited until you were about to leave for your journey to get the hat? Do I have to pull up on bro to... Hold on. Time to go to Jubilife City, say less. It's not a bad idea to start doing a little bit of, like, wild Pokemon battles for some XP right now. What I'm probably gonna do is just, like, whenever I get a chance, I'm gonna just catch a Pokemon. Like, I'm gonna try to catch, like, all the Pokemon in a certain route that I can at that point. Like, I'm gonna pull up a list of all the Pokemon that I can catch. And then just not leave the area until I've gotten all of them. Like, I'm pretty sure the only Pokemon in this route is literally just the Doof, Starly, and then like a low chance for a Shanks. You know what I mean? The fact that this thing keeps spamming Growl is kind of cooking my attack. Bing. What does withdraw do? That raises my defense, right? Yeah. Not doing any damage to me, so I just don't see a point in doing that. Just gonna give it an extra turn to lower my attack even more. I don't see the point in giving it that opportunity. Level 6. Leafage, that's great. I get a stab move now. Wonder if that's physical or special. I also wonder if, I don't remember if Torterra is a physical or a special attacker. Because if it's a physical attacker, that means moves like Earthquake is going to be great for it. But if it's a special attacker, then I can use moves like Earth Power. I don't even know if Earth Power's in this game. I think that was like that was like a later gen game, like move. That was like post Gen 6. I know that for a fact. I just don't remember what gen that was from. Well, I chatted it up with my mom. Gonna give me the catching tutorial. The for some reason mandatory catching tutorial. Like, bro, this is far from the first Pokemon game I've ever played. I don't need a mandatory catching tutorial in every game. Also, I'm pretty sure that this tutorial is already outdated as well, because I'm pretty sure this game specifically has a shortcut where you can just press X. Like when you have the little like battle section thing there, you can just press X and then press A and it'll just automatically throw a Pokeball instead of you having to go straight to your bag and then go to the Pokeball section. You know what I mean? You can also like cycle through your Pokeballs in that little shortcut thing as well. Makes me realize I may or may not have to move my face cam over. Cricketot, hi. You're actually a nighttime only encounter since I just got Pokeballs. Oh, I thought it would let me look at them first, but... You know what? I'll take it. I didn't mean to immediately throw the ball, but since it worked, I'll take it, bro. Alright, Jerry, you got a friend. I'm not gonna name this thing because I'm not keeping it in my party for long. First Pokemon I've caught so far. Neutral nature, W, docile. What does Shed Skin do? May heal its own status conditions. That's a W. Alright. Well, I'm pretty sure Cricketot is a nighttime only encounter in these areas, so I'm gonna Jubilife. So this is Sand Gem. Okay, so now that I've caught that Cricketot, I actually want to come back through here and catch Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. I just want to get those three out of the way so that it's not an issue. You feel me? Alright, let me go ahead and throw a ball. Man, I'd be forgetting there's these goofy-ass Pokeradar and Swarms in Gen 4. From what I heard, Pokeradar's not bad, but the Swarms are pains in the asses. That's not gonna be fun. Welcome to the team, Starly. Alright, there's a Bidoof I need to catch, and then... Okay, there's another Starly. Speaking of Starly, you guys you know that Starly we battled earlier, the one where we got to like the first battle we got into after getting our Pokemon? Yeah, well apparently when this game came out, there was a lot of people really upset because there's a chance that Starly can be shiny, and it's a legitimately impossible shiny to catch. So people are now encountering a shiny off rip and just being upset because they can't catch it. Which, rightfully so, you know what I mean? I'd be pretty tight as well if that happened to me. Bidoof, my friend. Okay. I'm gonna hit him with one more tackle, and then that'll probably be enough damage. Ding. Yeah, especially with that growl lowering my attack. Yeah. Have I been given the town map yet, or do I have to wait on that? I bet. Caught the Bidoof, got that out the way. I'm pretty sure Sync spawns here. If not, then it spawns in the next route after Sand Gem. So for the ones of you watching, how many of y'all play Marvel Rivals? Because earlier today, I actually spent a couple hours playing Marvel Rivals. And let's just say it wasn't fun. Basically, what I was doing was just grinding out all my placement matches for rank the entire time. 122 hours. Jesus. Yeah, I was playing it earlier, getting my placement matches out the way, and I ended up winning 5 of the games and losing the other 5, which was really annoying, especially when I lost the first 2 games. Ended up going down to like bronze 1 because of it. Got back up to silver 3 after winning the next 2 games in a row after that, and then just kept going back and forth between winning and losing for the rest of the time. My mains, I'd say I'm mainly a healer player. So I usually play like Gambit is my main guy. When I'm not playing Gambit on healers, I'm like Rocket. I haven't used Rocket in a little bit, but Rocket used to be my main before Gambit came out. Invis, I've been playing Invis lately. I think those are the main ones out of healers. As for DPS, my main guy is probably Punisher. DPS I probably play the least though. But Punisher was like the first character in the game I actually like learned how to play. And honestly, a lot of people hate on characters like Squirrel Girl and Moon Knight and even like Wanda for being brain dead characters, but I'm not gonna lie, Punisher may not be a brain dead character, but he's definitely one of the easiest fucking characters to learn in the entire game. He is one of the easiest fucking characters. It's literally just, oh, do you have any experience in first person or third person shooters at all? Yes? Okay, then you're gonna be great with Punisher. Like, bro, he is so damn easy to learn. And I get so annoying. It gets so annoying when you battle somebody. Well, not battle. It gets so annoying when you, like, get in a game and you have a teammate who's playing Punisher, and then you lose the game, and then the Punisher is sitting here bitching about the game, saying it's everybody else's fault. Like, bro, you are playing the easiest DPS. Calm down. And then for tank, I've actually been playing tank a lot more recently. I didn't used to have a main. Back when I tried to learn tanks, like when I wanted to learn every character class at some point, I wanted to learn Venom, but then I really quickly gave up on that. So I ended up, like today, I actually learned how to play Groot today. And he's actually been pretty fun. And during my final placement match, I actually played a little bit of Doctor Strange. And I felt like I was doing pretty good with him, despite not knowing what half of his abilities did. Which was fun. So I want to actually learn how to use Strange in the future. Because he seems pretty cool. But we definitely got to talk after stream, bro. I got you. Hey, Terrell. Hey, Rel. You seeing the name of this Pokemon? You see the name of my Pokemon? Bro. You fucking with it? W Pokemon, yeah. He gonna be a big turtle soon, bruh. He gonna be a big turtle. Another thing that's good about like having Turtwig over the other two starters though, is that even though Chimchar evolves into Monferno the fastest, like he evolves from his first stage to his second stage the fastest, Turtwig evolves into his final form the fastest out of the three. Like, I think that, like, to get Turtwig into Grotle and Piplup into Prinplup, respectively, I believe you have to get them to, like, 16, 17. But to get Chimchar into Monferno, you only need to get them to 14. Meanwhile, to get them to their final evolution form, for Monferno to turn into Infernape and Prinplup to Empoleon, I believe you have to get them to like 36. To get Grotle into Torterra, you only have to get him to 32. So short term, he's going to be a little bit annoying to get evolved, but long term, he's going to be the quickest, which is great. Shinx, there's the guy I was looking for. I don't know if this guy will be a long-term member of the team, but he's definitely going to be... Oh, yes, and Intimidate? Say less. Okay, yeah, this guy's definitely going to be like a... not a long-term member of the team, but he's definitely going to be here for a little bit. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to help out with a couple battles, with a few major battles before I get rid of him. I do need to look at a list of like all the different Pokemon I can get in this game to see if there's a Pokemon worth replacing it with at some point. Also, what typings are electric types good against? Water and flying, I know that much. What else are they good against? Like, what else are electric types good against? Is it literally just water and flying? Because if that is the case, then like I have a grass type on my team to handle the water. Even though he's probably going to be neutral towards water, considering he'll have the ground typing once he's evolved. Ah, shit. I might have to switch. I'm gonna have to get Jerry out the front to keep him out of danger. What's he sending out? Shinx? Is it an Intimidate Shinx? I just caught one. Yes, it is an Intimidate Shinx. That's fair. I do want to check, though. Leafage is a physical move. I did not mean to choose it. Whatever. Oh. If it doesn't kill me here, then I'll just do... Oof. It looks like I outspeed. There we go. Don't stay on stream till 2 in the morning, though, please. Oh, nah. I started at like... Okay, so it's almost 10 now. I've been live for 45 minutes. So I started at like 9 to 9:15-ish. I don't think I'm gonna be live till 2 in the morning, to be honest. I think part of the reason why I streamed that long during my last stream is partially because I started way later than I did tonight. And also just because the game I was playing was just that much fun. At least at first. I'm sure once I get later on in the game, it's not going to be fun. But for now, I'm enjoying my time. Let me just check this list. Okay, I already caught all the Pokemon from this area. Bet. I believe, yeah, this is the city that this bitch wants me to get to. Honestly, I don't know how long this stream's going to be. I know I'm going to get it to a minimum of 2 hours. But, yeah. I kind of wish I didn't do a 4.5 hour stream though last time, because I plan on turning that stream into a YouTube video, and that's gonna take like an entire day. If I had to guess, that's gonna take a whole day. The only way I can see myself getting that video done is if I don't talk to anybody and I just lock myself down at my computer from the moment I wake up till the moment I finish the video. Just watching through the remainder of, just watching through what's left of the video that I need to edit. It's gonna take me 4 hours just to watch this shit through the rest of the way. Let alone to, you know what I mean? Hey, there's the town map. I can see how this shit's set up now. Okay. Right. Bye, Goofy. I did just heal, right? Yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Do you have a bug move yet? You're naive. Oh, wrong Pokemon. You're neutral. You do not have a bug type move, which sucks. Might as well just check all these guys' natures. Mild, pretty mid. Neutral, that's fine. Having a careful nature. This is kind of shitty, to be honest. I know that Shinx is a physical attacker, but lowered special attack is kind of shit. Go back in. The reason why I wanted to check is because I think I can battle both of these kids. And I think both of them have like an Abra with like hidden power or some shit. I think if I beat them, I actually get some pretty decent rewards or something. I want to go ahead and do that. At the very least, I get some XP from the battle and a little bit of pocket money, so... Charge Beam? Yo, what happened to this Pokemon only knowing Teleport? If I get paralyzed from that shit, I'm gonna crash out. Oh my god! Damn! The homie cooking. I didn't know Jerry was like that. Okay. You must be listening to Playboy Cardi right now or something. Hey, Kricketot got Struggle Bug. Okay. I might throw Kricketot in the front then to deal with the other battle. Now that he's gotten that. I bet. Alright. Uh-huh. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna swap you two around. We're gonna have some fun. I know damn well this little girl is going to likely outspeed me with her Abra. But if she uses Charge Beam on my Kricketot, I think it'll either be neutral or resisted. So I can just Struggle Bug it to death. They are the same level. Both of them level 6, but I'm super effective against it. Okay. As long as I don't get paralyzed, I'm chilling. What does that do? That's scary. Okay. Well, that's nice at least. It's actually... Oh. Actually, that's scary. Because I don't think Cricketot's winning this next battle. I don't think he's winning this. The only way I can see him winning this is if either Abra gets a low roll. Because hold on. So he did... The only way I can see it winning is if Abra either gets outsped by Cricketot, which I doubt is going to happen, or if it gets a low roll on its damage and Cricketot just goes in for the finish, which I genuinely don't believe is going to happen. I'm not throwing in Starly because it's weak to electric. Let's throw in Jerry. Jerry's my GOAT right now anyways. He's the main guy, star of the show. Okay. Pinkish. Part of me is curious now as to whether or not Cricketot would have survived that. It's fine. So yeah, this is just going to be what the squad looks like until I catch more Pokemon. Oh, that's probably why they got a charge beam on their Abras, because they're fucking TM. I didn't even know Abra could learn TMs, to be honest. I thought for the longest time that you could not teach a TM to Abra at all. And I think, to be fair, up until these newer games, I don't think you could. I think that's like a new game type of thing. Oh snap, this guy. Alright, what's up, man? A Poketch? Gotcha. I gotta talk to these 3 clowns to get my Poketch. So here's one. Yes. They give me like a little question. And if I get it right, which I think if you just spam A throughout all their conversations, you can just get the question right. And then it'll give you coupons. After you get all 3 coupons from talking to these clowns, you can head back over to the guy you just talked to and then get yourself a Poketch. So there's coupons 2 and 3. Now I gotta find the guy that gives you coupon 1, which is either some... Okay, so there's the guy for the second one. Can't be anywhere up here. Not over here. It must be down. There he is. Literally just right next to bro. There we go. Lovely. There's all 3 of the coupons. Now, if we talk to him, we get our Poketch. Let's go. Now, we can... Guess we gotta wait for him to walk away before we can play the game. Alright, so now we can open this. We get... Is this a calculator? Hey, Terrell, hit me with a problem real quick. Interesting. Okay, so it's got a calculator, it's got that little clock. I do not know what this is. I just reset it. Then this is the list of all the Pokemon in my party, along with their health. And then we're back to the clock. Okay, cool. Now that we got that, we gotta go to Orbird, which is this way. Up here, I don't think we're able to access Floroma yet. I think Floroma Town might be the city we go to for our second... what's it called? Oh, good lord. Is this guy gonna force me into a Pokemon battle, bro? Alright. The fact that he has 2 Pokemon on his team that can handle grass types is crazy. I can switch over to Shinx to handle this. I'm not going to be able to use Turtwig or Chimchar up against it. Well, Turtwig or... what's his name? Me trying to put my Platinum knowledge into play and remembering this game has nothing from Platinum made my brain hurt. What the fuck happened to my capture card? The fuck? Man, this is the type of bullshit I be talking about, bro. Why did it just stop working? Good boy. That tackle killed it? That's what I'm saying. My capture card realized I was playing a shit game and was like, yeah, no, turn this shit off. I just got yapping. Welcome back in here, by the way, Lord. Huh? What? Yeah, you deserve a level up after that. Hard nod, Cheat, get off that dog shit, I'm begging you. That's what I'm saying. Hey, good lord. Alright. Chimchar. I'm throwing Starly out against it. What I could have going on is like leave Shinx in there. But meh. Just leave Shinx in there, let him chip away at it, and then like maybe let him go down. Level 9, Jesus. Actually, is this... did they lower how strong tackle is in this game? Like, because I remember it used to be 50 power. It's 40 here. Okay, they did change it in this game. Great. Meaning that Quick Attack and Tackle have the same power. So there's no point in using Tackle over Quick Attack, because at least with Quick Attack you get priority. Okay, I know my Pokemon was 2 levels lower, but it was using Growl the whole time, which lowers attack, not defense. This game makes Sword and Shield look good. Facts. People were complaining a fuck ton about Scarlet and Violet for all the bugs that game had, but the bugs that these games had were arguably even worse. I remember seeing posts online about this game, about there being a bug that was so bad, it got your character stuck in a corner that you could not escape. So unless you had access to fly, your only way to get out of that situation was to restart your save file. You know how crazy that is? To have a bug in your game that gets you stuck in a corner where there's a possibility that you have to restart your save file. Also, the fact we got growth on Torterra now is insane. we love games not made by Game Freak. Yeah, this game is... I believe this game is the only set of Pokemon games that were made by a different company. I believe that company being Ilka. Which I'm pretty sure this is their first time fully developing a Pokemon game. Or any video game, might I add. This game is, in fact, a disgrace. But, like, I believe this game was actually the first ever game that Ilka fully developed. Because if I remember correctly, they were just known for outsourcing before. Okay, let me see what Pokemon are on this route. Oh, snap. My boy's doing a little thingy thing. Okay. That explains why he's not here anymore. That's fine. Both doing our thing, doing our little grind. Alright. Galar. Sinnoh. Oh, 203. Oh, fuck. Looks like I can get... On top of the Pokemon I've already caught, I can also get Abra and Zubat, so I want to go ahead and get those. Do I have a Pokemon with Taunt on my team? Because that's going to be really useful when trying to catch... Okay, it doesn't look like it. I do kind of want to rearrange these moves, though, for some Pokemon. Like you. But Struggle Bug on top. That's fine. Put Thundershock on top, then Tackle. Then Charge, then Lure. Then put Leafage, Tackle, Growth, Withdraw. Yeah. Zubat's gonna be the easier Pokemon to capture out of the two. If I can get a Pokemon that knows Taunt by the time I encounter an Abra, that'll be fantastic. Speaking of the devil, I'm pretty sure I don't have any Pokemon with Taunt, so I quite literally just have to throw a ball here and hope for the best. Go Pokeball. It is level 4. Let's go. First try. Abra is mine. Will it be staying on the team? Not really, no. Not only am I not really feeling like trying to work out how to use a trait evolution, but on top of that, yeah, the fact that they released Legends Arceus with linking cords and didn't think to add them to any other game since then is ridiculous. I know BDSP came out before Legends Arceus did, but the fact that Legends Arceus is the only game with linking cords, and linking cords is like a beloved feature of Legends Arceus, and they still decided, yeah, no. This feature was cool and all, but we're not bringing it back. Fuck you guys. The fact that they hit us with that is ridiculous. Because the linking cord was genuinely like one of the best Pokemon features that they've added in a little minute. I just peeped. Is this Kricketot now one level away from evolving? Because I could have sworn he evolves into Kricketune at level 10. Am I really about to have a fucking Kricketune? Yeah, if I'm right about that, I'll keep it on the team for longer. Okay, good to know. Undershot. But yeah, honestly, every time I play a Pokemon game, I like doing this thing in all the games where I only play, like, I only use Pokemon from that generation. So, like, this is a Gen 4 game, so I only like to use Pokemon from Gen 4. You know what I mean? I did the same thing with all my other games. That seems like a weird way to play the game, but like, it just gives me more of an opportunity to try out Pokemon from that generation, you know? Starter and Shinx carries. Yeah, if I'm being honest, this generation, at least in my opinion, doesn't really have any bad starters. I just think that Prinplup, I think Empoleon's probably my least favorite, but I don't think any of them have, like, I don't think any of them are actually bad, you know? Alright, hi. Dude. And then, this gen has the best fire types in all gaming. True. The option of fire starter or Ponyta. Peak design. Which is so crazy, considering this game, like, they did actually add other fire types in Gen 4. They just decided not to have them in the base game for whatever reason. Like, why would you release... Like, why would you lock Magmortar behind the post game? That is so stupid. Why is Magmortar stuck behind the post game? Also, I switched to Starly in this part of the battle because I thought it had a flying attack already, but it doesn't. Whoops. You get Peck at level 9. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Alright, cool. Well, at the very least, I would have resisted a struggle bug if he hit me with it, instead of the weakness I got to it with my Turtwig. Honestly, I'm just using Turtwig in this run because I used Chimchar during my Brilliant Diamond run. Oh god. Oh good lord. I'm not complaining about these trainer fights because at least I get money and XP out of them. But damn, how many of these are there? Bye, Bidoof. Starly? Yeah, absolutely not. Shinx, I choose you. Because I was lucky enough to catch one of these guys with Intimidate instead of Rivalry, which, let's be real, why would you want Rivalry over Intimidate for this? The user boosts the power of the electric move it uses on the next turn, also raises the user's special defense stat. Honestly, this guy is level 4. I don't think I need that. Yeah, I was right. No point in wasting time and turns when I can one-shot it without the boost and move on. Badoo! Too bad I have no moves that can super effectively hit a Badoo. Yet. You know, until Starly levels up high enough. Which looks like I just need one more level 4. Alright, a level 4 Badoo. Just spam quick attack until I take care of it. You know, if I didn't outspeed, I would be kind of scared about that. But then again, it probably just has absorb, so I ain't tripping. Bye-bye, Badoo. Hey, Starly level 9. Wing attack. Damn, we thought it was gonna be Peck. They really just buffed the shit out of these Pokemon in this game, I think. Shit. Wing attack at level 9 is crazy. Makes me wonder if they removed Peck or just changed the way you got it. Alright, punk. Get you out of the way. Interesting. Now that Starly has wing attack, if I can get a clean switch into Starly, that would be great. Starly is a bit damaged though. I hope this guy doesn't have anything too crazy on his shot. Wing attack. Bam. Let's go. Yay. Abra gaining levels in the backline for no reason. Absolutely insane. Matter of fact, let me just run around in this grass for a little bit trying to get a Zubat. Actually, I don't think I really need to do that, because I'm pretty sure I can also get Zubat in that cave way easier. Yeah, so I'm just going to try to get these other trainer battles out the way. If I run into Zubat while I'm doing this, then I'll catch it. But I'm fine with waiting a little bit for Zubat until I get in that cave. Well, I know that it's not a Gen 4, it's just I'm trying to catch every Pokemon I can in the beginning. Just so I can try to, like... Because the plan is to 100% the game eventually. And honestly, with the versions of these games that I have on my Switch, I'm pretty sure that BDSP is the only set of games that I haven't completed a Pokédex for either version of. Like I completed my Let's Go Pikachu Pokédex. I completed my Sword and Shield base game Pokédex. I completed my Scarlet Violet base game and both DLCs Pokédex. And I mean, to be fair, I haven't completed my ZA Pokédex either, but I just got the game and started playing it, so can't really blame me for that. I'm at a point with Legends Arceus now where I've at least caught every Pokemon. I do plan on eventually perfecting that Pokédex. Yeah. I was right. I do get a Kricketot evolution. Say less. Woo? Yuri Cutter. Is that the only move? I paid so little attention to that yeah, he did only learn Yuri Cutter. Say less. Probably gonna be a better move. Yeah. I do know is that I want that above that. Alright, let me see over here. Brother. Hi, Kricketot. Give me that. Brother, I did all that for a repel. There's Zubat. Alright. I don't think Zubat has access to a flying type move yet at this level. I'm just gonna hit him with Leafage. Didn't really mean to hit him with specifically Leafage, but whatever. It has Supersonic at level 5? I think its moveset is like, what? Supersonic and Astonish right now? Oh, thank the Lord. Alright, say less. Supersonic again? Alright, let me throw the Pokeball. Hey, we caught Zubat. Let's go. Okay, we're not giving bro a nickname. I want to see if I was right about that moveset. Brave Nature. That is mid as hell. I don't know whether that's good or not. On one hand, it is a physical attacker, so a boosted attack is pretty good. But on the other hand, it's also supposed to be a very fast Pokemon, so lowering its speed is pretty ass. Ah, it had Absorb, Supersonic, and Astonish. Okay. The fact it just used Supersonic back to back is crazy. What, you don't use a physical Crobat? Oh, so for your build, that would be a perfect nature then. So for a special Crobat, that would be a good nature. I guess if you want to run that that toxic Venoshock combo, that would be a good nature. Run a special build for it. Run toxic Venoshock, and then like, I don't know, like hardest hitting flying moves are special. True, but pretty sure Crobat is built as a physical attacker. Plus, most of the moves it learns are special. Oh, I gotta wait till I get the next badge to use Rock Smash, don't I? Yeah. Oh, I wanted to leave it on the clock. This is fine, I guess. But what Pokemon popped up in this cave? What's this cave called? Now if I hit another Growth... Cool, cool, cool. Oof. I wouldn't mind doing a living dance in this game at some point. I just like that idea. That way I can just, like, to complete the Pokedex for the Sinnoh part of things over on what's it called? Pokemon Home. I can just pick everything up in a box, drop it in my Pokemon Home box, close it, reopen it, pull everything back out, just keep doing that shit, and then bam. Eventually the Sinnoh Dex will be completed for that. I want to do something similar for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Yeah. Poison and flying type moves. Maybe like best is special, but every time I think of like Crobat, I think of the move Cross Poison, which is a physical move, and I'm just like, you can't have a Crobat without Cross Poison. Psyduck? Interesting. Shinx, come on out. It is level 5, so this should be decent damage. That didn't one-shot? Alright, get these bots up out of here. Like playing Legends Arceus. Oh snap! I see you. How far are you on? How far are you on that game? Oh, yeah, let me check what cave that is. It's just called Orberg Cave. Orberg Gate. Okay. Orberg. This list doesn't have that spot, does it? I think it does, but it's in alphabetical order. Okay. In grass or a cave? Okay. So I think it's Geodude and Zubat I could find here. Which I think I could find Geodude in a different location. If I ain't tripping about it right now. I think the Orberg Mines also has a Geodude spawn, so I ain't tripping about catching Geodude in that cave. Alright, cool. What are you doing in front of this berry? Since I got this new Switch, I'm replaying it. Oh, did you get the Switch 2, or did you just get a replacement for your Switch 1? Switch 2, W. Wait, you didn't just transfer all your data over? Or did you already do that, you just want to replay it anyways? Just replaying it? Okay, that's fair. The game is pretty good. I heard people were like kind of trashing the game a little bit for like its graphics and shit. But honestly, Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet probably have some of the best storylines out of all the Switch era for sure. I'm like fully done, so might as well replay it. It's a good idea. I just finished the main story from my save file like less than a week ago. Like just a couple days ago I finished that. Hey, it's Super Potions. People will talk shit until they get with the post game. True. And I mean, I do have my complaints about games like Legends Arceus. Like, for example, I'm not a fan of every time there's a major moment that happens in the games. It just fades to black and then just pretends the shit already happened. But like, overall, the game was pretty good. I enjoyed playing it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of a crash out moment when I was playing the Arceus fight, purely because it had been like over a year since I'd last done a boss fight on Legends Arceus, because I spent so long like taking a break from the game. that I had already beaten every boss fight except for Arceus by the time I started playing again. So I had a little bit of a crash out when trying to play, but I eventually did get the shit done. Hey, Geodude! Let me go ahead and get you caught real quick, and then I need to remember what this place is called. I think it's Orberg Mine. Alright, Jerry, tackle his ass. I don't want to leafage him because it's gonna kill him. Arceus post-game is peak. Yeah, you talking about, like, after you catch Arceus, or, like, everything after that? Or just, like, everything after, like, the main, bosses get quelled? This is a horrible Pokemon to switch to. I don't know why I switched to the Starly. Uh-huh. Come on. Everything after catching the Dialga or Palkia? Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the thing that I like about Legends Arceus is just how much content there is in the game. It just always feels like as soon as you complete a major event, there's always another, like, several more objectives to do after that. You know what I mean? So it just feels like you always have something to do on that game, which is nice. On one hand, it feels like they're dragging out the game as much as possible to make you spend as much time on it as possible. But on the other hand, it does feel good to, like, just hop on the game and grind out as much as possible. Alright, well, you might be boosting your defense. A Fury Cutter boosts in power after each use. And now that you're that low, I'm not worried about killing you. Get him up all. Let's go. Alrighty. Bidoof and Abra. Alright, enjoy your time in the box, Geodude. I hope it didn't have a held item, otherwise I'd try. Town map. Is it Orberg Mine? It does not say on the map. Orberg Mine. It looks like it was maybe like Geodude, Zubat, and Onyx. Which I just caught Geodude and I caught Zubat earlier. So it looks like it's literally just Onyx left. Okay. Much shot. Alright. Hopefully you don't have any crazy move to hit me with while I switch. But yeah. Let's go for Revenge? Oof. Okay, so now this is risky. If I don't one-shot it here, and it hits me with Revenge, I'm cooked. I'm gambling. I don't care. I want the new Pokemon game to be open world with towns and gyms and a lot to explore. Me too, to be honest. If they're just gonna turn every Pokemon game into Breath of the Wild, but Pokemon. I want them to at least do a good job at it. And that is like a good idea. I hope they have good Pokemon designs too. That's really another thing. Like, I like the... Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, something I did like about Legends Arceus was that it was mostly just, like, old Pokemon coming back, but with a few new forms. Arceus did good, but almost no trainer battles. True. So, like, getting, like, a game like Legends Arceus, but, okay, so for the new Pokemon game, would you want it to be like Legends Arceus, but just with gyms and shit, instead of, like, the frenzied Pokemon? Or would you want it to be, like, okay, the idea that I had in my head was, like, well, I guess the question I have in my head when I heard that was, would you, want the, like, wild Pokemon to still attack you? Like, not just, like, get in a battle with you and fight your Pokemon, but straight up just try to kill you. Would you still want that in the Pokemon? Or do you think that should just be a Legends thing? Or like Legends Arceus, Legends ZA, and any other Legends. I ain't gonna lie though, watching a Starly go down to a fucking Geodude like that was depressing. There we go. I find the wild mons to attack you, but as long as it's not like Let's Go encounters, I'm down. Ooh. Alright, buddy. Get smacked on it. I find it annoying. Oh. I find it annoying the wild mons attack you. As long as it's not like... Okay. Honestly, I like the feature. I like the feature of them having, like, the wild Pokemon attack you. However, I do think that it should be locked behind the Legends games. I don't really want to see that in the main line. Let's have some fun. I do need to catch this Onyx before I leave this cave, so I'm gonna do that. Well, that actually explains a lot. I didn't even get to attack yet? That's crazy. Okay. Special attack fell. Now I switch again because I know it's gonna kill my guy. Switch to Bidoof. Yeah. And go ahead and close that. Alright, Buckaroo. Now I'm gonna just start doing a little bit of chip damage with my Bidoof. Since it's not gonna do a lot. Pinkus. Yeah, that was baby damage. I wonder if it's worth just hitting it with rollouts and just risking killing it with rollouts. I know this thing's catch rate is fucking annoying as well at this point in the game. Also, how many Pokeballs do I have left? 14? Alright. I was just curious. I think I started with... Oh, shit. The Vine's gonna kill me at the end of this turn. That's unfortunate. There went Bidoof. Sacrifice I'm willing to make. Revive Bidoof. Enjoy your time unconscious. Go Abra. Yeah. Fuck him up, Abra. I wonder, if I were to use teleport in this battle, would it end the battle? That's amazing. We caught Onyx first try. I love that. Jerry got a level. Love to see it. Razor Leaf. The thing that I don't want Razor Leaf for is because it has 95 accuracy. Razor Leaf has been one of those moves over time that has really betrayed me. I've been betrayed by this move so many times in X and Y. The amount of time, like, this is a 95% accurate move. Yeah, it never lands crits when needed, despite saying that it lands crits more easily. And then on top of that, the amount of time... Bro, there was a time where I got in a battle with, like, a Pokemon in X and Y, threw out my Ivysaur with Razor Leaf, and used Razor Leaf, and it... Despite the fact that it's a 95% accurate move, and it wasn't hit with anything that was needed to lower its accuracy, like, it missed Razor Leaf 3 times in a row. As a 95% accurate move with nothing done to it to lower its accuracy. That is insane. But I am going to go ahead and replace Leafage with Razor Leaf because, at least for the times it does land, it'll do more damage. Woot woot. Alright, Onyx, you can go to the box. Have fun. Unless there's more trainer battles to do down here, I think I'm ready to get up out of here. Is this a secret item? Nope. No secret items over here. Let me get up out of this cave. I'm trying to remember. Does the first gym leader have a nose pass on his team? Or is it literally just Cranidos and, like, Geodude? I could have sworn he had 3 Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's like a Geodude and a Cranidos for 2 of them. Cooking my Bulbasaur after missing Razor Leaf for the 6th time. That. I'm looking forward to when I get far enough in Legend ZA to start accessing the starters. You know what I mean? Also, speaking of starters in Legend ZA, what did they do to the Hoenn starters? Because they also have Megas. Did they throw them in the DLC? Or did they just not include the Hoenn starters at all? Okay, I assume this game would have told me that these guys had items before sending them to the box. They didn't include? That's insane. Why would they not include them? They have Megas. People would want to get the game more if they saw that shit. Because all those people that love Gen 3 would want to fucking play the game even more if they knew they could have a Mega Blaziken on it. Or like a Mega Sceptile or even Mega Swampert. Future DLC maybe? I sure as shit hope not. Maybe it'll like be how Scarlet and Violet did with certain starters before they added the DLCs, where it'll be like an event thing or something. Means I need to finish editing the video and get my other streams going before that happens. Ah, Route 207. Phew. I want that item. A Pokeball. Okay, what Pokemon spawned in Route 207? So Geodude's one of those Pokemon. Okay. Route 207. Oopsies. So it looks like you can also get Machop here. Okay, I have Kricketot, I have Zubat, and I have Geodude. So it looks like the only Pokemon I still need in this area is Machop. I'm to sleep because I woke, sadly. Good night. Fair. Have a good night, Lord. Appreciate you for stopping by. Sticking around as long as you did. Doesn't work. Bye-bye. Have a good night, Lord. I heard that. Do you by chance have a friend, a Machop friend out here? And do you think I could have a conversation with him? I ain't gonna lie. I think to try to keep these streams as clean as possible for this Shining Pearl shit, I think I'm gonna end this stream after I beat the first gym leader. I think I'm gonna beat the gym leader, heal my team, and then while I'm in the Pokemon Center, I'll probably end stream after I beat the guy. And then whenever it is I stream this game again, I'll just pick up where I left off, because we're less than 15 minutes away from hitting the 2-hour mark of stream. And honestly, as much as I would love to just sit here and play this game for several hours a day, just sitting on stream, at the same time, meh. We're almost at 2 hours worth of stream. Between catching this Machop once I find the bastard, just to get it out of the way, and then like actually going and doing the battles for the gym. Like, I think that's definitely gonna help me hit the 2-hour mark. That's just peep. Oh, that is a joke. Okay. Peep, I have a water pitcher back there, and I forgot. I think I had lemonade in it, but it couldn't fit in our fridge. There's my chop. I had lemonade in it because it was like homemade lemonade. It couldn't fit in our fridge, and I was the main one drinking it, so my mom had me put it in my room. And so I was just like pouring a cup out with it, like pouring up a cup with it, and then drinking it, and then I drank all of it. And then it's just been sitting in here ever since. I should probably go ahead and throw it in the kitchen sink after the stream's done. In fact, I probably will do that. Alright, we caught Machop. Let's go. Machop is taken care of. Let's get this out of the way. Honestly, I probably want to try to get, like, at least... I want to have 2 Pokemon that I can use to battle this gym. And honestly, Turtwig's gonna help, because it's a rock-type gym. So Turtwig's gonna put in some good work. But I don't know how good of a job the rest of the team's gonna do. Now, looking at this team, right? Let's just pull it up. Starly's weak to rock types, so it's not going to do good. Abra only has teleport, so it's not going to be useful. Shinx is weak to ground types, and if I had to guess, probably half the Pokemon that's going to be in this gym are also going to be ground types. So Shinx probably won't be too helpful. Bidoof isn't going to be too helpful unless I can get it to level 15 and evolve. Because once it evolves into the barrel at level 15, it'll gain the water typing, and then that I can use to my advantage. Kricketune, I think, is actually weak to rock, but since it's a final evolved form and it has stab moves, I think rock types are actually neutral to bug type moves, so I could just spam some bug type moves. So I think Turtwig is legitimately the only Pokemon I could use on my team. And I kind of wish I had at least one more Pokemon I could use. And honestly, I don't want Abra to sit in my party and just gain a bunch of XP. So I'm just going to put it in my box. Another Brave Nature. Jesus. Okay, neutral Geodude. Oh yeah. Alright. Alright, I booted Abra out of the team. Is there another route I can access before battling the gym? Check the map. So there's literally just up and to the left. There is Route 204, which I think I may or may not be able to access right now. I am curious to see what Pokemon pop up in Route 204. And can I access that area before heading over here? Like before doing the gym. Because if I can head over there, I can catch myself a Badoo, and I can use a Badoo on my team. And that will really help. And it looks like Badoo is legitimately the only Pokemon that's new in that area. If I can go over there, catch a Badoo, and then like maybe just go ahead and head over to Floroma Town and do whatever it is I need to do over there. Just like take care of business. If there's any not gyms, Pokemon trainers over there, then I can use them for some extra experience. Jump up this. Try to get into as little battles as possible. Alright. Now back in Jubilife. Am I allowed to head up here without getting in any kind of bullshit? Say less. Alright. Now I can go over here. Grab this. Paralyze heal. Lovely. Now I think I'm just going to sit in this patch of grass and just hope I can get a Badoo out of this. Speak of the devil. So now we can just catch this Badoo real quick, getting it added to the collection. And what level is it going to be? Level 4. which makes me wonder if the game expects you to go up this way before heading over to the gym area. Yeah, legitimately the only Pokemon you can get out of this area that's new is Badoo. So, yeah. Okay, so even if it absorbs again, there's a good chance I can just go ahead and catch it now. What does Worry Seed do? Insomnia? Okay, so what does that even do? What does Insomnia even do? I guess I'm gonna have to Google that or something. I'd be forgetting. Cause I always be looking at moves sometimes, and that type of move is just weird to me. Alright, Badoo is now part of my party. Now I'm just gonna go through here and just start battling some of these trainers and even like maybe getting to Floroma Town. And I'm just gonna go through this process to level grind the team, especially Badoo, since Badoo is so low in levels. And then I can reach Floroma Town, maybe access like an early route or two over there. And then like, I'm pretty sure there's those 2 NPCs up in Floroma that you can actually get the, that you can actually get the Mew and Jirachi from. Which, I'm not going to use those for my playthrough just because I feel like it would be unfair. But I wouldn't mind going ahead and grabbing those just to throw them in my box. Keep them safe and sound. Alright, Razor Leaf. Cool. Nice. Oh shit, okay. Level 5 Starly up against level 13 Turtwig, just attack. Quick attack. Fine. Bing. Okay, are you gonna use quick attack again? Yes, you are. Okay, did 3 damage. Finish you off with my tackle. I think this trainer's done now. Whoop whoop. Get the XP. Badoo up to level 6. I want to try to get Turtwig and Badoo up to level like 14 or so before hitting the gym. I wonder if I even can go all the way through to Floroma before beating this gym. If I can, then that'll be great. I'll get the part of the map out of the way. I can continue exploring more of the map. I can maybe catch some more Pokemon throughout this time. Battle some more trainers for some easy XP at this point. I just be spamming the thing. Well, 2 can play that game. I can growth too. I was too busy spamming A to try to do that. You know, doesn't matter because I finished you off with that tackle anyways. Goodbye, level 7 Badoo. Appreciate it. I'm stacking up money too to be able to financially take care of shit, which is great. Oh, am I gonna need Rock Smash to get through here? Yes, I am. Which means I think I legitimately have to wait until, yeah. I have to wait. I have to complete my, Oh. I was just on the clock, wasn't I? You know what? I'll just leave it on the hidden moves thing. What cave is this? I ain't gonna lie though, if I end up running into a shiny Zubat on this playthrough, I don't care. I'll use it on the team. I wouldn't mind using Crobat on the team now that I think about it. If I can get a better natured one than the one I have. So I don't want to speed lowering nature. What's this route called? The Ravaged Path. What Pokemon spawn in the Ravaged Path? Oop. Okay. So it looks like if I run around in here enough, I can run into a Psyduck. But I mean, I highly doubt I'm running into a shiny Zubat during this playthrough. I didn't run into a single shiny throughout any of my Let's Go playthroughs, my Brilliant Diamond playthrough, or like... Well, Sword and Shield, I found one full-odd shiny on Sword, which was a shiny Seismitoad, because I was level grinding in that part of the map at that time. I was just running into random Pokemon that I felt like could give me decent XP, killed the bastards, and then moved on. I kept doing that in that area. I encountered a Seismitoad. Bam! Giant. I caught the bastard, still gave me a decent amount of XP, and now I have a shiny Seismitoad over on Sword, which is nice. It says I can find Zubat, Geodude, and Psyduck here. Now, Zubat and Geodude I've already caught. This is why I'm just running from these bastards. But if I can get myself a Psyduck real quick from here, that'll be another Pokemon out of the way from my Pokédex. And it'll be some other easy shit. Also, a part of me is contemplating just going ahead and catching another Kricketot to use for my living dex. Because a part of me does actually want to stick to that idea of getting a living dex going. And I mean, now that I have Kricketune, it's not like I'd need to stick around to catch multiple Kricketots or nothing. I have Kricketune done already, so... I'm not gonna do that thing that some Pokemon players do when they want to get a living dex, where they'll just catch 3 of the same Pokemon and then just evolve the ones they want to evolve later. Nah, I'm just gonna catch one of each thing for right now, and then if I want to do the living dex later, then I'll just go in and catch the shit later. Or if I've already gotten the fully evolved version, especially if it's a fully evolved version of a 2-stage evolution, and I'm still in an area where I can access a spot to catch the pre-evolved form, then I'll just go over there and catch the pre-evolved form again, get that out of the way, and then bam, I'll have the full line for my living dex done for that. Feel me? Which is great. And I can keep the Kricketune on my party in the process. We have in fact passed the 2-hour mark of stream, so that's nice. But I am being for real when I say I'm probably gonna end stream once I beat the gym leader. Once I beat, I think his name's Roar. Once I beat him, I'll probably end stream, to be honest. And yeah. Honestly, if Psyduck is really meant to be, I would have caught him already, so I'm out of here. Hi, Badoo. Although I was kind of hoping I could get more battles and shit before that, but whatever. It's fine. If I can at least get Badoo to level 12 before even getting to the gym leader, that can be great. I can have Badoo battle, like, the Pokemon before Cranidos, and then use, I can use Turtwig for the Cranidos fight. That's what I could end up having that do. Shit. Alright. If I run into a Kricketot while I'm on the way back to the what's the city called? Orberg? On the way back to Orberg, if I run into a wild Kricketot, I'll go ahead and catch it. Otherwise, I ain't tripping. Hi, Geodude. Now, if I get a shiny Geodude, I'll still catch it because it's a shiny, but I don't think I'm gonna use a shiny Geodude. First of all, I'd have to trade it to evolve it into Golem. And secondly, I just don't want to have to deal with that shit, to be quite honest with you. So, yeah. I'm gonna hit the Pokemon Center. And then I'm thinking we either hit the cave to do a little bit of level grinding, or we just go straight to the gym and get the gym trainers out the way. I'd say we get the gym trainers out the way real quick, just for the extra pocket money and XP. And then, depending on what level my Pokemon are after them, like, if I don't have my Badoo at a point that I want it to be at before the battle, then, then I'll just go grind out some more in the Orberg mine. Either way, it's fine, though. I got a plan ready to go either way. Ooh. Badoo went from level 6 to level 8. Bite. Okay. Get rid of Leer for that. Lovely. Okay, Badoo level 8. Lovely. No new move for him, but that's fine. Love that he's leveling up in the world. I'm not gonna lie, the Badoo line is kind of annoying to have to evolve. Which is why most people, if they want to use a Roserade on their team, usually just wait until they can find and catch a Roselia to use a Roserade. Oh, I'm not switching. Onyx. I'm gonna use one growth just in case. Because despite Onyx being either 2 times or 4 times weak to grass type moves. Oh my god, I think that just balanced it out, bro. There, it's fine. I didn't need that first turn. But now the thing's dead and I didn't take any damage, so it's fine. Level 9 Badoo. Any other Pokemon? No, there is not. Any other trainers? No, there is not. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna hit the Pokemon Center, heal the team, and I'm gonna spend some time over in the Orberg Mines. And just start killing shit. Except for if it's a Zubat. Then those fuckers can slide. But, yeah. Geodudes and Onyxes are about to be targeted to shit right now. I could go back to that cave and just start... Like, that one cave that had a chance at a Psyduck spawn. I could just go back down there and, like, I could just go back to that cave, run away from all the Zubats, kill all the Geodudes, and then just keep doing that until I find a Psyduck. Catch the Psyduck to get it out the way. That will give me extra experience. Right? And then, after all that is said and done, I could still, like, after I catch the Psyduck that I'm going for, I can then just start killing the other Psyducks on top of the Geodudes, and that'll be great for XP. Yeah, there's Zubat. I did say I was gonna run from the Zubats, so I'm gonna do that. Dun, 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 dun. I remember when I was younger, I was like, man, Staraptor's cool and all, but I fuck with Crobat more. So when I played Pokemon Platinum, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play my Pokemon Platinum using just Pokemon from like Gen 4, and I'm gonna include Crobat. Because I genuinely used to believe that Crobat was a Gen 4 Pokemon. Because that was the first game I saw him in. I didn't know that Crobat was in the Johto games. So I was like, okay, cool. I can access that shit and then start playing the game with him. Know what I'm saying? And then, come to find out, he's a Johto Pokemon. He's a Gen 2. Since I've already done one playthrough where I did this type of thing, where I just used Gen 4 Pokemon, I would not mind using Crobat for this playthrough. Like, that would cover another slot. Because right now, the only slots I know for a fact I want to give is use Torterra, like use my starter for one of the slots, and then use a Lucario for the other. Those are the only Pokemon that I know for a fact I'm throwing on the team. Is Jerry, the Turtwig, is going to stay on the team as a final member. And then, once I get the Riolu from that one guy, I'm going to keep it, evolve it to Lucario, and then have that be a guy on my team. I don't know what the rest of my team's going to look like throughout this playthrough. But you guys are going to see all of it live on this Twitch page, so don't worry about it. And over on the Fake Knox Live YouTube channel. Because all the VODs from this Twitch page are being uploaded straight to that YouTube channel after I stream it. You don't get to catch it live on YouTube, even though I used to dual stream when I first started back up over here. I did some dual streaming, but my computer couldn't handle dual streaming. That and my Wi-Fi couldn't handle it. So I gave up dual streaming and just kept doing regular, just solo Twitch streams. Like my Wi-Fi was able to handle it, my computer handled it. My computer could handle the dual streaming too, don't get it twisted. It's just the, you know what I mean? It's the damn thing that being annoying. Damn. All that running around to finally get a Pokemon encounter, and it's just a Zubat. Now, I will admit, I am kind of limited on what Pokemon I can use, because there's a lot of Pokemon locked behind the post-game, and I don't want to use any post-game related Pokemon in my playthrough. I will say, though, from what I can remember, it's going to be quite a bit of time before I can access the Riolu. But once I access that part of the game, I do remember that Riolu is a gift Pokemon that guy just gives to me. So, yeah. Bing. There goes Geo. Badoo's level 10. Alright. I think the goal is to get Badoo to level 12 and then bring him to the gym fight. Throw him in the front of the team, right? Throw him in the front of the team to help deal with, like, the henchmen of Rourke's team. And then, like, I want to save Turtwig. I want to try to save Turtwig for the Cranidos. I want to try to keep Jerry as healthy as possible for the fight against that Cranidos. Which is kind of why I have Badoo on the team, despite it also being a grass type. I just need a Pokemon that can handle the non-Cranidos Pokemon on that team. And Badoo's probably the best candidate out of all the Pokemon I have access to right now. Unless I either evolve Badoof to get him the water typing, or I go and actually catch the Psyduck from earlier. Unless I do one of those two things, keeping that Badoo on the team is probably like the best candidate for this gym. Which honestly, Bidoof evolves at level 15. What level is he right now? That is not the button I meant to click. I appreciate it. You're level 11? Okay, so you got 4 levels to go. Which I highly doubt you're going to hit level 15 before Badoo hits level 12. Also, let me reorganize the way this Pokemon team is set up. They have Kricketune in the back. That seems fair. Let's put Bidoof there. Yeah, this seems fine. Have the 2 grass types in the front. And then have, you know, Starly and Shinx underneath them. And then Bidoof and Kricketune underneath all of them. Honestly, I'm just kind of keeping Bidoof around for the plot, to be honest. Shinx and Starly are staying on the team because they are pretty decent early route Pokemon I can use, which is why they're on the team. So, yeah. The only Pokemon that's probably, like, literally the only Pokemon in this party that I'm keeping for the later game is Turtle. Jerry's staying, the rest of these guys are going in the box. Not even gonna lie to you. I do not really care about using these Pokemon past, like, the point of getting new Pokemon that I can replace them with for the final team. A part of me is kind of curious, though, as to... Because, like, when I was playing this game initially, right, during my Brilliant Diamond playthrough, I had 2 Pokemon that I could use as my answer for Cynthia's Garchomp. There was my own Garchomp, which was pretty much just like a 50-50 between whether or not it would kill me or I would kill it first. And then there was my Weavile, who was a glass cannon, but at the same time also didn't have to worry about being weak to the dragon type. Granted, I'm pretty sure Weavile's also weak to ground types, so that was also something to be worried about. But between those guys and having Dazzling Gleam on my Roserade, I had quite a few answers to, like, dealing with Cynthia's Garchomp. I don't have any ideas for what I could use against Cynthia's Garchomp when I get there. Like, I can't use the Lucario I plan on using. If I use Lucario, then, like, Lucario's fighting steel. That's a 4 times weakness to ground. 1 Earthquake and Lucario's cooked. You feel me? And, like, I'm sorry, but, like, Torterra's not beating a fucking Garchomp. Especially not one who's got perfect IVs, perfect EVs, and a Yachi berry that helps resist ice type moves. Which, I mean, I know the berry doesn't really affect it for Jerry's situation, but still. Like, a Torterra is not beating a Garchomp in a fight. Especially not one with perfect IVs, perfect EVs, a beneficial nature. Like, Cynthia's team in this game is a perfect competitive team. That Garchomp is a fucking monster to go up against. And at the very least, with my Brilliant Diamond team, I had multiple answers for that Garchomp, along with the rest of her team. And now that I'm thinking about that team, right? There's multiple Pokemon I have on my team that I have planned. That, like, between the Torterra and the Lucario I plan on having for this run, I know for a fact that I can probably handle... Okay, so, like, what's her team? She has the Garchomp, she has Roserade, she has Milotic, she has Spiritomb, and what are the other two? I think she has her own Lucario, and... Let me actually just Google this, because I can't remember. Oh yeah, and maybe Gastrodon, I think? I think her team in this game is Garchomp, Gastrodon, Spiritomb, Lucario, Milotic, and Roserade, right? So between Lucario and Torterra, I can use Torterra to take out her Lucario because of the 4 times weakness to ground that he has. So that's Lucario easily taken care of. As for the others, Milotic might be easy. It's kind of a gamble for Torterra to go up against Milotic. Because although Milotic is weak to grass, it's also super effective against ground. So it's kind of a gamble having Torterra up against Milotic. So, yeah, there's that. So I could maybe handle Milotic, and I could definitely handle Lucario with Torterra. As for the other ones, Spiritomb, Roserade, Garchomp, and Gastrodon. Actually, now that I think about it, Gastrodon's easy as well with Torterra. 4 times weak to grass? Easy shit. You feel me? That's easy. That's easy pickings. Although with the ground type involved, it is kind of tricky. Alright, Kricketune got level 14 and learned Absorb, and Badoo's level 12. That's a pretty good spot to be. Now, if Badoo ends up evolving into Roselia during this time, that would be even better. Because then it'll be even stronger. Maybe it'll learn like a new move like Mega Drain after it happens. And then we'll be cooking. So, just to keep in mind, we do have a level 12 Badoo. We have Jerry the Turtwig. And we also have Kricketune with Absorb, if need be to use it, right? So I'm going to start out with Badoo. If I need to sacrifice Badoo to let other Pokemon shine, then I will. Okay. And then... Alright. Let me go ahead and do some swapping around here. Put Badoo in the front. I really hope he doesn't have a nose pass, or at least if he does, I hope the Nose Pass isn't the first Pokemon up. Or at the very least, if it is up first, I hope it's not like part Steel type already. I hope it's just pure Rock type at first. Geodude, say less. So I don't know what level his Geodude's gonna be, but setting up my level 12 Badoo. Okay, level 12, so it does match. I can hit it with a Stun Spore. I didn't even know bro had a Stun Spore. So we hit it with Stun Spore, it lands. Now he's paralyzed. This is probably one of the few ways you could even paralyze a ground type, by the way. Stealth Rocks, that's scary. And then I use Growth. If I use like 2 Growths, I could cook. Okay. Oh, that's W. Okay, and then I'm gonna use this turn to also use Growth. And then... Okay, so now we're +2, which is great. Oof. That did quite a bit of damage. Now, if we absorb at +2, bam, we get the health back, and we OHKO him. We get a crit as well. Yeah, we fully heal back because of absorb. We kill off the Geodude. And no matter what... Ooh, Jerry might evolve after this battle. That's a W. Nope, we're not switching. Badoo stays out, and we're taking advantage of this growth. Rock throw. I'm kind of glad that he goes first. Okay, so we just keep spamming absorb. Sturdy does activate, which means I think he's gonna potion this turn. So I'm gonna let him do that while I absorb. Although I could have set up for other things. But since he didn't heal enough to bring Sturdy back, I can absorb again, finishing off the Onix, and staying fully healed for the next part of the fight. And I get a level up. Okay, Shinx also gets a level up. W. Granados. Here he is. Uh-huh. Alright, what level is Granados? He is level 14, I was right. I don't know what that means. But we're just gonna keep doing this. Leer. That could be scary. Lowering defense, because I know damn well this guy's gonna hit me with a powerful ass move. Okay. So if I don't get one shot this turn, as long as I don't get one shot this turn, I should finish him here. And I got one shot. Fantastic. Alright. I'm gonna send in Kricketune and just absorb spam. Oof. Yeah, that was bad. Absorb. Headbutt. Okay. Kricketune can tank hits a lot better than Badoo can. I'm pretty sure he doesn't get the chance to potion anymore because he already used it on his Onix, which is probably the You get 2 potions? Since when did the first gym leader get multiple potions? In what world did they get 2 potions? Well, the good news is I get to heal up my Kricketune a little bit. And then, yeah, we get to keep using Absorb, getting it back in the red. And as long as he doesn't potion again like a pussy, we should be fine. Bulldoze, that might kill Kricketune. You resist ground type moves? So you're weak to rock types, but you resist ground. That's good to know. Leer. That could be scary. You not have like rock throw or something on this guy? I know you've been spamming the shit out of headbutt, but still. Granados is down. I really just beat this guy with a Badoo and a Kricketune. I didn't even pull Turtwig out the whole time. Turtwig was just locked and loaded in the back to just not be used. That is insane. Well, the gym badge is now mine. Oh, do we have multiple evolutions? Or do we not get the Turtwig evolution yet? We do get Starly's evolution to Staravia here, which I'm fine with letting happen. Ta-da. And then... Dun, 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 dun. Uh-huh. I'm just gonna keep spamming B, that way I don't accidentally get into extra dialogue with him. Gym badge acquired. Lovely. Uh-huh. PM 76s. If I had to guess, that's probably Headbutt. Stealth Rock, even better. Stickers! Yay! Uh-huh, appreciate it. And now I have permanent access to Rock Smash, which is great. Now I need to go hit the Pokemon Center. Heal up the team. Go ahead and heal up this team. Dun dun dun. Alright, appreciate it. Alright, so here's the thing I want to do with this team, right? But here's what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna keep it how it is until we start catching more Pokemon. Once we start getting more Pokemon, Badoo's the first one to go. We already got Turtwig for the grass typing. We do not need Badoo. Badoo's gonna be the first one to go. After that, it'll either be Bidoof or Kricketune. Then it'll probably be one of these guys. Shinx will probably stay with me for a while. I don't know if Staravia is going to be a permanent addition. However, I will just throw out there that I do in fact plan on just continue to play. But for now, I am going to go ahead and end the stream off here. Because although we've done some good progress so far in this stream, it is getting late. We just hit the 2.5 hour mark. And honestly, I want there to be plenty of content to do next time I stream, which ending off here gives me that perfect opportunity. We end off on a high note, beating the gym leader the way we did, and getting that evolution from Starly to Staravia done. We got a decent team going right here, at least for a beginner team. We got my boy Jerry the Turtwig, which is the first final member going onto the team. We have a little bit of plans going, knowing we want to use a Lucario as a final member as well. Just need to actually get one, and then we're chilling. Meanwhile, got these other team members like Shinx, Staravia, Kricketune, Bidoof, even this Badoo who really helped me during the gym battle. But yeah, first gym badge acquired. Next time I play, I'll either keep playing until the second gym badge is acquired, or I'll just grind the shit out of the game until I get to a point where I want to stop. So yeah, I'm gonna end it off here though. So if you like what you saw, please check out my socials. You know, check out the Fate Knox live channel where this stream is going to be, well, where the VOD is going to be posted after this stream. Check out the Fate Knox Entertainment channel on YouTube. That is the main YouTube channel. And once I finish editing the Legend ZA video, that's the channel that video will be uploaded to. So please go check that channel out. I'm also in the middle of a Lego Marvel Superhero series over there, like a Let's Play. So if you want to check that out, then go over to that channel and check it out. I have a playlist ready to go for it, so you can just open up the playlist and watch all the already existing videos made for that series. First two videos don't really have much editing, but all the rest of the videos do, from episode 3 onwards. So You could watch all of them, or you can just watch episode 3 onwards to get the best quality episodes. And then, yeah, that's... Just go check out the YouTube channels. And also, if you're watching this stream outside of Twitch, please come check out the Twitch, Fate_Knox. I'm trying to stream fairly regularly now. I'm trying to stream 3 to 4 times a week. I don't want to say 7 days a week because there's going to at least be 1 day a week that I am not going to stream because of exhaustion. There might even be 2 days a week that I don't stream. I think the maximum amount of days that I might stream, unless I'm on a time crunch and need to get a stream out even on a night I don't want to stream, the maximum amount of times I may stream each week is 5 times a week. It really just depends on whether or not I actually go in and spark that stream up that night. But either way, come check out the Twitch if you haven't already. Go follow the Twitch if you haven't already. Again, Fate_Knox is the name. We're trying to do streams regularly over here. Trying to hit affiliate as fast as possible. So your support would be greatly appreciated on this channel. With all that being said, my name is Fate. This has been me playing Pokemon Shining Pearl. Let me go ahead and save the game. And I'll see you guys in the next piece of content I make. Peace out.